Hey guys, it's Kelly. Today I'm back with a practice to help you open up your shoulders to really work on your posture, because as we sit all day we round forward. We'll work on our shoulder opening, and we'll also work on the hip flexors because they kind of go together. Now you'll need 2 blocks for this practice, but if you don't have them, I recommend getting a towel or a pillow that you can use instead. All right, if you're ready, roll out your mat and let's get started. We'll set up the blocks towards the back of your mat. One you'll place on the medium setting, and that'll be for your head. And then the other one you'll place on the lowest setting, and that'll be for your back, kind of around the base of your shoulder blades, your thoracic spine. Now go ahead and take a moment to settle in and find the positioning that feels comfortable for you. So I've got the base of my shoulder blades, kind of where, if you're a lady, where your bra strap line would be. And then take the other block on the medium height underneath the base of the head. So the shoulders are lower here than the chest, and allow your arms to just float by the side body. Close down your eyes. And we'll begin to tune our awareness into our body, into our internal self, our internal being. And notice the sensations that the body feels at the beginning of this position. Can you soften through the shoulders a little bit more? For me, I felt like my shoulders were coming up to my ears. So I'm just going to walk my shoulders, my elbows down a little to help ground my shoulders and help them to open. Allow the body to be fully supported by the blocks. And start to turn your awareness towards your breath. Notice how the belly rises and falls as you inhale and exhale through the nose. As the body melts down and softens, begin to deepen the breath. Lengthen the inhale through the nose. Long, slow exhale through the nose. On your inhale, feel the belly. Maybe you feel the lower back even expanding as you fill all the way up to the tippy top of your lungs. And exhale completely at the bottom. The belly button draws a little closer to the spine. Nice expansive breath work here at your own pace. One more long inhale through the nose. One more long exhale through the nose. And return to your normal breath. If it's available to you in this moment, you can lower down the height of the block under your head. And if it doesn't feel good, then go back to where you were. Just notice the subtle changes here as the head is lower. Did you feel a little more stretch when you lowered down on the tops of the shoulders? Just a few more breaths right here. Just allowing the body to open. The more time you're in a position, the more the body will relax and open. And one more breath. Inhale through the nose. It's time to sigh it out through the mouth. Good. Slowly and carefully roll off to one side and we'll remove the blocks. Just set them aside for now. Lie down on your back. And observe how it feels to be fully supported by the earth, by the ground. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug around the shins. Rock side to side. We'll take a gentle twist over to the right. Just allow the knees to fall to the right. Don't force anything here. Left arm can come out to the left. My eyes are still closed. I'm just observing and being kind to myself. Inhale through center with the legs. Exhale, let the legs drop over to the left. Right arm comes out to the right. Gentle twist here. Good. Return to center. Stretch the arms and the legs out long. Really reach, get long. Maybe stretch the toes, roll out the wrists and the hands. Now I want you to get long, really reach to the right side of the body. See if you can maybe touch the wall behind you. Can your right foot kick the wall behind the right foot? So we're getting long. Good, switch to the other side. Reach long through the left leg, left arm. It's almost like someone was playing tug of war, but your left side body is the rope. Good, now the right side. Stretch, and the left side. Good, from here we'll walk the feet over to the right. Walk the hands and the arms over to the right, and maybe walk the right, or walk the chest over to the right as well. So we're finding kind of a banana shape in the body. If it feels good, you can cross the right leg over the left. And as the side body on your left side opens, you can deepen it and deepen the stretch by just inhaling deeper. Or maybe lift the shoulders and allow those right shoulders to come over to the right a little more. Maybe the right hand finds the left wrist and just relax here. So we're not tugging on anything. We're just allowing the body to soften and open. This is actually a yin pose, one of my favorites. As we open through the fascia network on the left side body. That network that connects all the muscles together. They're like little spider webs of fascia. Good. On your next inhale, mindfully and carefully come back to center. You can kind of lift up the back and scooch the back to the starting position. Uncross the legs. Walk the legs over to the left side this time. Arms overhead, walk the right arms over. Maybe lift the back so the shoulders can come a little over to the left. And find your edge, that edge where you feel like it would be effortful if you went any deeper. And just stay here. Soften through the hips. You're free to cross the legs or the arms. Just breathe into the right side body. I always like to do a little side bending in my warm-ups, even though today's class is primarily on posture. Because we want to work all sides of the body. Good, let's uncross the legs. Walk it back to center. Nice, bring the knees into the chest. And we'll just rock all the way up. If you need to take a couple rocks, that's totally fine. Sit up nice and tall when you arrive. Fix your hair if you need to. Ground down through the sits bones. Feel the earth supporting you. Palms rest on the thighs. And let's inhale the arms high. Exhale, take it over to the right. Take a little spinal twist here. Gaze follows the right shoulder. Then inhale, arms high. Exhale, twist over to the left. Inhale the arms high. Exhale, plant the fingertips in front of you. Walk it out. Forward fold. Oh, maybe this feels really good on your lower back. I know it does for me. Good. Inhale, back up. We'll plant the hands behind the hips. Fingertips point towards the hips. The whole palm melts down. Elbows draw towards each other. Open through your chest. Start to send the gaze high towards the ceiling as you press into the full length of the hand and rise the hips. Stretch the shoulders, the forearms, lift the hips high, gaze high. Exhale, come back down. Good, we'll switch the cross of the legs this time. So whatever foot was on the bottom, go ahead, put it on the top. Inhale, arms high. Exhale this time, forward fold. Feel into your hips. Notice the subtle differences from side to side. We all have them. And that's okay. One more breath in. This time exhale through the mouth. Walk it up. And again, we'll plant the fingertips behind the hips. Press into the palms. Inhale, gaze comes high. Breathe, exhale. One more inhale, press the mat away. Exhale, release, lower the hips. Beautiful. We'll come forward into a tabletop position, however you'd like to get there. Shoulders are over the wrists, hips over knees. Press the mat away. Good. Belly button comes towards spine and your gaze is right in the center of the mat. We'll inhale, belly low, heart lifts. Shoulders draw through, so chest comes through the shoulders. Shoulder blades drawing together. Exhale, back round the spine, gaze comes towards the thighs. Keep pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhale, belly low, heart lifts. Exhale, round it back. So finding our cat-cow here. Go ahead and move at your own pace. Could be slower or faster. Really just articulate through the spine here. Maybe you pause and do some little side to side goodness that would feel good. Good. Find your way back to a neutral tabletop. And then send the hips back towards the heels. Child's pose just for a moment. Relax the head down. Inhale. Come back forward to your tabletop. Tuck the toes under. Press back. Belly comes towards the thighs. Breathe. Keep pressing the chest back here. Rotate the shoulders in, so like you're scooping your triceps under. So instead of elbows out, we're rotating them in. Good, and then straighten the left leg. Oh, it feels good. Straighten the right leg. Nice, and just go ahead and pedal out the feet. Take any movements that would feel good here in your downward facing dog. Good. Awesome. Find some stillness in your down dog. Let's inhale forward to a high plank. Lower the knees if you need to, but we'll lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes when you arrive. Inhale up, baby cobra, just a little lift. Shoulders are away from the ears here. Exhale, release. Inhale up, baby cobra. Once again, keep the tops of the feet pressing into the mat. Exhale, release. Take the hands and tint them on the outside edges of your mat. And like you have cupcakes under there and you don't want to squish them, so you're on your fingertips. Elbows point high. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Good. This time, inhale up. Dip the left shoulder down, gaze over the right. So we're stretching the top of the right shoulder. Inhale back through center. You're lifting the chest. Dip the right shoulder down, gaze over the left. Ooh, that feels good. Good. Inhale back through center. Exhale, release. Hands come underneath the shoulders. We'll press back through tabletop. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Stack the hips. You can bend the right knee here, really open up through the hip, but try to keep the shoulders square to the mat. Right shoulder will want to lift up. Good, then square off in the hips. Bring the knee towards the nose as you shift into like a plank. Step the right foot forward. Lower the back knee, shin, and foot down. So scoop the foot up if you need to. Inhale, all the way up, low crescent lunge. Engage through the left outer glute. Breathe. And from here, cactus the arms. See if you can draw the shoulder blades together as you open and lift the chest towards the ceiling, finding a gentle back bend here. Good, and then we'll close the arms like a book. So think cat pose here. Forearms come closer together, chin to chest, rounding through the spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Ooh, inhale, open. Notice on this next close that it stretches the left hip flexor maybe a little bit more. Good. Open. Stay open this time. Nice. Fingertips plant to frame the front foot. Straighten the front leg. Runner's stretch. Breathe. Exhale. Engage through the right quad. And then release the right quad. Good. Come back forward, crawl the hands, plant the hands to frame the front foot, step it back, downward facing dog. Other side, left leg rises. Open up the hips, stack left hip over right, bend the left knee. See if you can bring the left heel a little closer to the glute. Breathe. And then square off in the hips. Shift forward into plank, knee to nose. Step the left foot forward, lower the back knee, shin, and foot down. Rise up. You can use your hands on the thigh to help you up if you need that support. Arms rise. Crescent lunge. Low crescent. Engage through the right outer glute. Cactus the arms. Shine the heart towards the ceiling. Really opening up through the chest. Maybe the gaze comes high. Good, and then exhale like a book, cat pose. So forearms come to touch. Chin to chest. Inhale, open. Exhale to close. Find your balance. If wobbles happen, that's okay. Keep pressing the right back foot down. One more, inhale, open up like a book. Exhale to close and round. Good, inhale, open. Exhale, hands come to frame the front foot. Ooh, straighten through the front leg. Breathe. Good. Engage through that left quad there. Help deepen the stretch. Now release that muscle. And crawl the hands forward. Plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. From here, I'd like you to send the gaze towards the hands. You can bend your knees here if you'd like. We'll nice and slowly tippy toe to the front of our mat. Allow the feet to be hip distance. And we'll take a forward fold in our ragdoll. So you can let the hands hang heavy, or they can find the elbows wherever you are. Just taking a moment. Allow gravity to help you release and surrender. And you take a few rocks side to side. And then release the elbows if you have it. Nice and slowly we'll round up one vertebrae at a time. Allow the head and the arms to remain heavy as you come up. As you articulate through the spine. And then chin releases from the chest. Shoulders come high and bring them back and down. Nice. We'll bring the feet to touch. Inhale, rise your arms high. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. In your halfway lift, really draw the shoulders back. So working on our posture even here. Exhale to fold. Let's do that again. Inhale up, halfway lift. So in our halfway lift, we're finding length in the spine to help us go deeper on your fold. So exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Arms reach high. Gentle back bend at the top. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Good. Inhale, up. Again, cactus the arms, really open up through the chest. Send the hips forward here. Engage through the core. Good. Interlace the hands behind the lower back. Straighten through the arms. Maybe the palms come to touch here. And then bend the knees as you fold forward once again. Maybe the arms rise up off the back. Release the arms to the lower back. Release them to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps way back. Find your heel or your hip distance in your feet. Inhale, we'll rise up, crescent lunge. Good. Breathe here. And then exhale, we'll bend the knee, cactus the arms. Shine the heart forward, so finding that opening, that back bend, and then we'll pulse it out. Arms come straight, straighten through the front leg and the back. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend the front knee, bend the back. Cactus the arms. Inhale to straighten. One more. Exhale to bend and hold. Bring the arms out into a T. Exhale, twist over to the left. Engage the right outer glute. Good, and then right hand plants down. Find your twist. Breathe. Nice, windmill the left hand down. Press it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward into high plank. This time exhale, halfway down chaturanga, elbows at 90 degrees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press the mat away. You're on the tops of the feet here. Engage through the legs, through the thighs. Inhale, lift the hips, press back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward to plank. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Biceps by the ears. Notice how your hip flexor is working here. As It's one of the best stretches for our hip flexors. Let's cactus the arms. Bend the back knee a little bit. Start to take your back bend. Open up, keep breathing. Good, then we'll straighten the arms, straighten the front leg. Exhale to bend, cactus the arms. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend, you've got this. One more, inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend and hold. Open, find that back bend. Good. And then bring the hands back up, crescent lunge. Arms are out in a T. Take a twist over to the right. Open arm twist here. And then left hand comes down. Find your twisted lunge. Windmill the right arm back down, step it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale halfway down chaturanga. You can lower the knees. Inhale all the way up, upward facing dog. Draw the chest through. Shoulder blades come together. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Nice. From here, step the feet in just a little bit to narrow your stance. And we'll take a little twist. Left arm comes to the outside of the right leg. Maybe it comes onto the thigh. Maybe you can reach the calf. And then start to send your gaze underneath your right arm. See if you can find a little twist. Keep drawing the left hip back. It'll want to go to the right. Breathe. Good. Come back other side. So downward facing dog. Send your weight into the left palm. Get light in the right hand. Find the outside of the left leg. And then, find your twist. Right hip plugs back. Good. Breathe. Let's lower the knees down. Take a little child's pose. I'm going to stack my palms and rest my forehead down. Just reconnect with the breath, with the body. Good. From here, come through your tabletop and we'll take a puppy stretch. Start to walk the hands out. Maybe you come onto your forearms. Maybe you walk your hands out a little bit more. Maybe the forehead comes onto the mat or chin comes onto the mat. So hips are high here. We're melting the chest down. Good. Woo! Come back up. Nice. Tuck the toes under. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Tippy toe all the way up. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way high. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Let's sweep the arms high. Sit back and down. Chair pose. Weight shifts into the heels. Breathe. Good. Engage through your quads here. Start to feel it. Embrace it. You can hold anything for a few seconds. You're strong. Good, let's rise up, gentle back bend. Hands come to heart center. Beautiful. From here, we'll just take a wide step on our mat. So the feet are parallel to the short edge of the mat. Toes are pointing towards the long edge of the mat. Take your hands like you're sliding them in your jeans pockets. Elbows draw back. We're opening even here. And then find this nice length and keep it as you hinge at the hips and fold forward. Oh yeah. Allow the hands to come to the mat. And just walk it out, starting over to the left. Crawl the hands, bend the left knee. Maybe the right toes rise. And then crawl it over to the right. Bend the right knee. Good. And next time over to the left. Keep the left hand planted. Open up the right arm. Good, and then pass through center, crawl it over to the right. Extend the right arm onto the mat and open up the left. Good, and then come back to center, fold. Maybe you walk the arms between the legs. You can also grab onto opposite elbows and let that gravity help you out here. Good. From here, inhale, halfway lift. We'll crawl the hands over towards the back of the mat. Spin both feet so they're towards the back of the mat. Walk the right heel over to the right. Find your lizard pose. Lower the back knee, shin, and foot down. And we'll start here thinking about our alignment and our shoulders. So open up through the chest. And better yet, if you have your blocks, go ahead and bring them underneath your hands just to help find a little more length here. And imagine you're drawing the shoulders back and the chest through the shoulders. Good, you can rock gently side to side. Keep opening up through the hips here. But really find that length. Good, and then if you'd like, you can make your way down onto a block or onto your forearms, wherever you are, it's just perfect. Just keep trying to find even more length in the spine, so avoiding rounding down. One more breath. Good. Come all the way back up. If you have your blocks, take them with you as we come back up onto our toe mounds and just swivel around to the other side. Lizard lunge here. So find your spacing in your feet, heel toe the left foot to the left, and then lower the back knee, shin, and foot down. Bring your hands to the inside of the left leg. Untuck the back toes. And I'm going to start on my blocks, but you can be on your hands. Draw the chest through the shoulders. Gaze is lifted. Breathe. And gentle rock side to side. There we go. Feels good. And when you're ready to move on, you can remove the blocks. You can lower down onto the forearms or stay lifted on the blocks. And be mindful that each day it might be a little bit different. And that's okay. One more breath. Exhale. Begin to walk the hands back up. Tuck the back toes, downward facing dog. Nice. We'll walk the feet in a little bit, about halfway. Feet are hip distance, and walk the hands back. Find your fold and take your peace grip, so second and third finger, wrap it around your big toe and let your thumb find those two fingers and then fold. Elbows come wide. Keep the grip on the toes. Inhale up, halfway lift, find length. It's okay if the knees are bent. And you can begin to straighten them if it feels good, and then fold forward. Elbows are wide. Good. Release the grip. And then press through the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms reach high. Exhale, hands come to heart center. We'll move into one of my favorite balancing postures, our dancer pose. Inhale your arms high. And then release your right arm down like you're making a serving tray. So the side you get blood on is out. Ground down through the left foot and bend the right leg. See if you can reach behind and grab the inside of the foot. If you can, great. If you can't, I just want you to work the heel towards the glute. Or maybe go to a wall and see if that can help you provide some support by placing your hand on the wall. So we all have our foot, or we're at the wall. You're already in the pose. Engage through the left quad to help with balance. But if you'd like to move on, start to kick the foot into the hand, hand into the foot. Keep this beautiful length that we've built all class before you tilt forward. So really see how much you can extend the right leg and then take a little tilt forward, extend the left arm. Breathe. When you're ready to come out, slowly shift the gaze. Release the right leg down. Beautiful. We'll switch it out. Right arm high, left arm lowers. Make your serving tray. Ground down through the right foot. Really focus your gaze here on something that's not moving. Then bend the left knee. See if you can grab onto the left foot. Get a nice quad stretch to start. Whoop. Find your balance. And then start to kick the foot back. Really find that back bend first, okay? So really find your edge here. And then find your tilt forward. See if you can scoop the left hip down a little more. Whoop! If you find you lose your balance, like I just did, it's all good. Just come right back into it. The more you kick your foot into the hand, hand into the foot, the more it will help you balance. And then slowly, mindfully come out. Exhale, draw the hands to heart center. Beautiful. Let's separate the feet, hip distance, and find a squat. So send the hips back and slowly find your way all the way down. Feet are firmly planted on the floor, but allow the toes to point out and heels come in. Good, now press the knees open with the elbows if you have it. Breathe. This is our Malasana Yogi Squat. Right arm extends, inhale, left arm reaches high. Maybe you wrap the left arm around, find the hip crease, or you snuggle the right arm and internally rotate the shoulder. See if you can find the other hand for your bind. Gaze over the left shoulder. Good. Extend the left arm back up. Hands come to heart center and we'll switch it out. Left arm extends, right arm reaches high. Good. Find your bind. So internally rotate the right arm, thumb points down. Maybe you stay in your half bind. Maybe you wrap the left arm around looking for the full bind. Wherever you are, just appreciate the journey. Remember, each time we practice, we learn something, we get a little bit better, or we learn where we need to work and focus our efforts. Good, let's release the bind if you have it. Arms come back, hands heart center. Plant the hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Let's take a vinyasa here. Inhale forward to high plank. Exhale halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. One breath in through the nose. Long, deep exhale through the nose. Inhale, the right leg lifts high. We'll move into our pigeon, so rock forward into your plank pose. Allow the right knee to come out past the right wrist. Right heel towards the left hip flexor. And tuck the back toes under, lift the back leg. See if you can draw the hips down just a little bit more. So I'm pressing my heel back and it helps me lower closer to the ground. Good, find your balance. Maybe you lift the hands. See if you're rocking off to the right or to the left. And we want to be perfectly square in our hips. And find length here, so press the fingertips into the mat. Gaze comes high. Maybe the head drops back. Good. From here, could you bend the left leg and reach the right arm back? And either tap the foot, or if you find it a little easily, you can draw the heel in towards the glute. So we're opening up through the left shoulder a little bit. Good. And release the foot down. Find your way into your pigeon pose. Relax the head on the forearms or on the mat or on a block. Take your time to get here. We'll be here for several breaths. As we open through our shoulders today and continue to do so in class, I just want you to observe what happens in the body and how, as we go deeper, the body finds some ease with the discomfort. You can feel that in our shoulders when we're doing our dancer pose. You can feel it here in your right hip. And just notice how using the breath can help us to open and relax and provide a sense of calm to the body. Let's inhale, walk the hands up. And we'll move into another variation of our pigeon. So bend the left foot again, reach the left arm back, grab onto the foot and stay here, or maybe the left foot finds the elbow crease. Get light in the right arm. You can either extend it straight ahead, or maybe you interlace and find the bind for your mermaid pose. Keep the chest lifted. And when you're ready to come out, be mindful, slowly release the left leg. Try not to slingshot. Press the hands into the mat, downward facing dog. Nice, beautiful. Pedal it out. Then we'll inhale, left leg high. Bring it forward. Left knee comes to the outside of the left wrist. Lower the shin down. Find your pigeon. So again, you can extend the leg by tucking the toes under and walk the leg back a little bit. Find your length here. Find your balance. And then start to bend the right leg. See if you can reach back. Give it a tap or grab a hold. Nice. Stretching right here. You can feel the top of the shoulder, the quad. And we'll go deeper in a minute, but we'll extend the leg back down. And as you're ready, make your way into your full expression of your pigeon. Relax the head down. And breathe. Notice if your mind has started wandering off somewhere and bring it back towards the breath. Are you holding on to any tension? Can you let go a little bit more? On your next inhale, begin to walk the hands back up. Pigeon feels so good. A lot of people don't like pigeon, but I feel like the more you do it, the more you'll start to like it because it'll start to feel really good. And the body really needs it. Okay, let's bend the right leg. Reach the right arm back. Oh, could you reach the right leg? Good, stay right here. Maybe bring the right foot into the elbow crease. Extend the left arm or bring the left arm back to find the bind. If you have the bind, see if you can rotate the left shoulder and the right shoulder towards the left so you're square. It'll naturally be open to the right some, but send your gaze towards the front of the room. Don't forget to breathe. Good. And then release the leg. We'll just rock off onto the left hip. Swing the right foot around. Find your staff pose. Inhale the arms high. Flex the toes. Toes draw towards the shin. Start to hinge at the hips. And fold forward. Breathe. Good. From here, we'll lie down on the mat, on your back, but plant the feet, hip distance apart, knees point towards the ceiling. Rock the shoulder blades in a little bit, working into our bridge pose. So press the arms and the hands down, press into the feet, lift the hips up. Gaze is at the ceiling. Breathe. Keep lifting the hips, press into the heels, and slowly lower back down. You can take bridge again, or since we've done a lot of shoulder opening, I want to offer wheel. If you've never done it, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, so fingertips point towards your shoulders. Elbows point towards the ceiling. Start to press into your head, or into your hands, into your feet. Lift the hips. Could you straighten the arms? Keep pressing and straightening the arms. Send the chest back towards the wall behind you. Deep stretch in the front body. Keep breathing. As you're ready to come out, chin comes towards the chest. Slowly bend the elbows. Relax the head down. Good. Knees come in together. Heels come out. Take a few breaths. Good. Bring the knees into the chest. Give them a little squeeze. You can rock side to side. Good. Extend the right leg down. Give the left knee a squeeze. And then guide the left knee over the body for a twist. Come back to center. Give the knees a squeeze once again. And then extend the left leg down. Really squeeze the right knee. And then loosen the grip. Guide the right knee over to the left. And you can close your eyes. Come back to center. Separate the knees out wide. Happy baby pose. Grab a hold of the outside edge of each foot or onto the ankles or the shins. Pull the feet down as you press the feet into the hands. Really working the hips here. And if you'd like, you can switch the grip or grab onto your peace grip on the big toe and take your straddle. So open the legs out nice and wide. Lower back is pressing into the mat. Good. And from here, bring the legs together. Bring the feet down. Find your way to your Shavasana, your comfortable resting pose. And we'll take a few moments here to surrender to our mat and nourish our bodies through stillness. As we just breathe in our Shavasana. And begin to bring awareness back to the body. Start to find movement in the fingers of the toes. We'll take a nice good morning stretch. Good. And then rock off onto the right hip. Guide your way up to a comfortable seat. And when you arrive, keep the gaze low or the eyes closed and rest the palms on your thighs. Soften your shoulders. We'll bring the hands to heart center. It's an honor to guide you through your practice today. And I'll see you again next time. Namaste.